Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to set up a file server on the Ubuntu Server distribution, I guess you'd call it, or the server version. There we go, not the desktop version, the server version. You can get that at the same exact place that you got the desktop version. It's just on a different section. If you go to downloads on the Ubuntu website, then hit server, download the latest version in 64-bit, and install that on a VirtualBox, or you can install it on a new computer. Does not matter. I'm just choosing to use a VirtualBox because this is the only PC that I have. I don't have any other PCs to test with, so I'm just going to use this on a VirtualBox. Plus, it makes recording a whole lot easier. So, anyways, once you install that, you can view my other tutorial on how to install it. I'm not going to go through it this time because it takes probably 13 minutes to install, and it'll probably take another 5 or 10 minutes to download anyways. So, that's already over 20 minutes of useless footage that I don't need to show you. So, I installed it anyways. I installed it beforehand, before recording, just to make this go a whole lot easier. But once you do all your setup and you've installed it properly and everything, you're going to come back to the VirtualBox Manager screen, or just which, if you're using VirtualBox, just go back to the VirtualBox Manager screen, and you're going to click on the VirtualBox that you're going to be using, hit Settings, and then make sure the network is set to Bridged Adapter, like I have it set. It will be on NAT if you haven't changed it already. And just, since I'm on my laptop, I just chose the wireless card that I'm using. You're going to hit OK. So once you have that done, all you have to do is just start up the server. And just let it boot up, boot in, and you're going to want to log in after that. And then I will show you what to do after that is done. So let's just give it some time to start up, and I'll resume from there. Alright, so now we're at the login screen, so you're going to type in your username and password. So you're going to log into the server. And there we go. Everything is logged in. And, I just wanted to point out one thing. I noticed in my previous videos, I forgot to acknowledge this before, and this is the last one, so it doesn't really matter now, but there's sometimes a lot of feedback on my mic. I apologize for that if it is really bad. I did switch microphones, but if there is still a lot of feedback on this one, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it, really. I haven't figured out anything yet. But that's besides the point. That doesn't have to do with this. I just wanted to point that out. But now that we're in here, we're going to set up Samba for the file server. So we're going to type in sudo apt-get install and then Samba. You're going to type in your password again, and just let it do its little setup. It's going to ask you yes or no here in just a moment. You're going to want to type in Y and then hit enter, and it should be here, right? Just give it a second. Just taking a second, and it's just going through its normal setup. Hopefully it asks me. I've had to on it. Yeah, it didn't ask me, but it should ask you. It'll ask you yes or no. Just hit Y and hit enter. I've already set this up and uninstalled it a couple of times to do a lot of testing with it, so it may skip some parts for me, but I will still go over it so you know what to do, so you don't get lost. But the setup after that is no different. You're going to come to the same exact point as I do. There's no restarting or anything. But what we're going to want to do next is to edit a configuration file within Samba. So we're going to use the nano command. So it's sudo nano. And then you're going to want to type in /etc/samba/smb.conf. And it's going to open up this file. You're going to want to go all the way to the bottom. And if I knew a quicker way to get to the bottom, I would use that. But I'm new to Ubuntu, especially Ubuntu Server. So I'm not sure how. So I'm just going to scroll as much as I can. And here we go. At the bottom, you will not have this yet. I already have this because I've typed it in multiple times. So you're going to want to add this. So your configuration file will probably end with this last line right here. And you're just going to want to hit enter. I just hit enter twice. And then you're going to type in everything as you see. So basically, let me show you. I'm not going to keep this file, but I'll show you how it looks. Like I said, share. And then you're going to hit enter. And then tab. And then comment, and then space equals space, and then type in everything else as you see it. Those are spaces in between, like right here, there's a space and all that, so make sure you don't miss those. Type in everything as you see it right here. I'll basically go over it so you can follow along. Right after the share is the comment equals Ubuntu file server, path equals /srv/samba/share. On the next line, you're going to type in browsable equals yes, guest OK equals yes on the next line. On the line after that, read only equals no. And then on the final line, create mask equals 0755. And once you have all of that typed out, you're going to hold down Control and hit X. You're going to want to hit Y and then hit Enter so that it saves the configuration file. So after you finish that, there's one more command that we need to type in. Oh, not one more. There's three more commands, but there's one final command that have to do with this, and that is the directory, which we can type in sudo mkdir /p or -p, and then /srv/samba/share. So that creates that directory. And now we're basically going to restart Samba. So we're going to do sudo restart smbd, and then sudo restart nmbd. So now everything should be good. I'm going to test it within Windows 7. So I'm going to bring up this, and as you just go to your network over here. And as you can see, Ubuntu is right here. I'm going to double click on that. Here's the shared directory. And here's the test file folder that I've already placed in there previously. So I'm going to put in actually a test document. So we're going to do, oh whoops, I meant to put in a text document, not a folder again. So that you can see the differences between the two. So let's just see, test server. But before we can actually do that, we need to change our directory. So we're going to go cd, and then srv, and then samba, and share. That'll change the directory, so now we can just do a quick ls, and as you can see, the test file folder is in there, and the test server.txt is in there. So there you go, we have just set up a file server on Ubuntu. I did not go through security and everything, mainly because this is just my home network. I'm not really worried about that. I'm not going to even use this. So I did not worry about that, but if you want to worry about permissions, security on that, I would definitely look into that. To restrict permissions so that everybody cannot just jump in and test the files and everything and take your files and all that. Don't definitely work on security for that. Or look at permissions, look at how to set that up and everything. This was just a basically bare bone Samba setup on Ubuntu Server, and that's the file server. And I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you figured out anything. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me anything. I will answer them to the best of my abilities. So thank you for watching, and have a good day.